Imagine a space that brings people together to connect and create. A place where human connection isn't just cultivated, but cherished and intensified. The new PwC Belgium premises is precisely that, and it's already a prominent landmark on the Brussels Ring. The building's been conceived to be a home away from home that encourages people to come together, connect and co-create. Its ingenious design inspires creativity and imagination. Not only are its looks and easy access almost second to none, but it's sustainable as well.
Well, there's absolutely no doubt that the PwC campus right here in Belgium really stands out. Its top floor is a whopping 44 meters high. Overall, it features a glass surface of 12,000 square meters, so lots of natural light. There's 20,000 square meters of office space that can be used for concentrated work, formal meetings, catching up, and more. Now, there are so many different spaces, people can easily find the ideal spot for the task at hand. After all, that's what activity-based working, or ABW, is all about. Time for a break? Why not go and check out one of the 7 terraces? They cover 2,280 square meters in all. Or take a stroll in a 1,502 square meter garden. Even the 1,737 square meter roof is a totally green space. So the question is, where should we start our tour? Why don't we start right here on the 5th floor patio? There's a similar space on every floor, by the way, where people can come and find a fine cup of coffee and, of course, meet colleagues for a chat, for instance. I'm right here to meet PwC Belgium's chairman and territory's senior partner, who's coming to tell me everything I need to know about the building, of course, and what it means for PwC. Let's make way for Axel Smits. Axel.
Ben.
So nice to see you again.
Same here.
And we have to say, look at this beauty. It's amazing, isn't it? And again, it is a milestone for PwC Belgium.
It definitely is, Ben. And our old building, you know, in Woluwe Garden, it had been there for a very long time. We moved in there in 1998. Many times we refurbished it, we started over, but in the end, the building was tired. And also in terms of accessibility, there was no public transport, not easy to reach. I think the moment had come to look for a new location, and I think you can agree with me that this is by far one of the best locations we could choose, no?
Location is key. Location is key. We can see the ringway of Brussels. We can see the airport right there. Why did you choose this spot right here?
Well, first of all, the most important thing for us is our people. If they want to come here, it should be easily accessible, both by car. Cars are still very important here, and so one of the criteria was not only to get here easily, but also to be able to park your car. 700 parking spaces, which is not easy to find.
Yeah.
And of course, you should have the ability to come by train, to come by tram, to come by bicycle. And so all those means of transportation coming together in one single place with easy access, that was really a key decision point.
Now, another great visual is this, of course. This is like a permanent billboard for PwC because you have so many traffic passing by right here. On the other hand, the design is amazing. What can you tell me about functionality?
The fact that we have this free publicity along the ringway is really, really great. The outside is brilliant during the daytime, but especially during the nighttime. If you look at the lighting and people passing by, really great. But if you talk about the functionality of the building, of course, the key thing is what is inside rather than outside. So I suggest we go inside and have a look.
I'll follow you. So, Axel, where are we exactly?
Well, Ben, we are on one of our many floors in this building. This is the 8th floor. And most of these floors are set up in a similar way, although they look very differently. On each floor you will see different color themes, etc. But the idea is for people to be able to work in different settings during the day. So maybe that they want to focus in a quiet area, it may be that they want to collaborate with colleagues on a project. They need to be able to do that in a focused project area, or they want to grab a coffee with a colleague, have an informal chat in more of a lounge type of area. Wherever you go, you should get that same feeling of our office.
If I want to have some time on myself, or I have to make an urgent phone call, I can go to one of the phone booths or into one of the cubicles. Am I correct?
You're absolutely correct, and I think that's one of the great features of also the way we work these days, because in the past people were glued to their space because of the paper they had. Lots and lots of it. And if you need to move everything, each time you need to do a phone call, each time you need to go to a meeting, then it becomes very complicated. If you can keep it simple, you just need to move your laptop or your phone, then you can basically very quickly pop into a phone booth or in another space to do a call, to have a discussion, to do a video call if you need to, without disturbing others.
There's one thing that I'm wondering about. Where's your office?
I don't have one, Ben.
You don't have one?
I don't have one.
So you're migrating as well?
I'm just as much a nomad as everybody else in this building. I also need to find a space. I'm not sure people will appreciate it if I sit in the open space next to them, but anyway, I don't have an office, so bear with me if you find me somewhere sitting, working at a desk.
It's all right, I get it. Mobility was important, accessibility was important, but sustainability was key as well.
Yeah, and I think the reason for that is that as an organization we also have a responsibility as a firm to play our part in making sure that our organization as a whole is a sustainable organization. And one of the elements in there is our building. Now you have to look for a parking space without a charging port, rather than to have to look for one with one. Is a completely different setting than what we had before. And so our waste management, our cars, the way we have reduced paper, for instance, the way we use paper cups for drinks instead of plastic, all these things make that we try to be as neutral as possible in terms of the usage of our building, because for me it's not only the fact that we build an office that is energy neutral and uses solar panels and other technology to make sure that we are neutral in the CO2 emission debate, but also in the way we use the building. I think sustainability is really key.
Within the years to come, the people, your co-workers, but also externally, the people who will join you to work here on projects, what would you like them to perceive when entering the building? What would you like them to feel when they leave the building?
Well, as I've said many times before, in our organization, our people are key. In the current environment where home working is the new thing, if they leave their home to come to the office, in my opinion, really has to feel like a home away from home. It has to be a place where you want to be rather than a place where you have to be. And so you need to create an environment that is accommodating collaboration, because I don't think people will come here so much to work individually. They can, if they want to, they can, in various settings throughout the building. But mainly they should be here to collaborate, to come together and to do things together in an environment that is really appealing and compelling.
Obviously, you've thought this through.
More than once.
More than once. Well, I would like to congratulate you with this new project. This is a landmark. This is a milestone, as I said, for PwC Belgium, and I do believe you can be very, very proud. Thank you so much.